Hello students, let us learn chapter 7, Force and Pressure. Observe the given figures. How does a goalkeeper stop a ball? How do fielders stop a ball hit by a batsman? What do you do to make a football move? What do you do to make a moving ball move faster? In all these situations, some effort is required to stop a moving object or to put a stationary object into motion. Observe these figures. Pulling a loaded cart, drawing a bucket of water from a well, opening and shutting a door, moving a box. In all these situations, some effort is required to stop a moving object or to put a stationary object into motion. This effort is in the form of push or pull. This is called force. A push or pull is called a force. What is force? A push or pull is called a force. How is it caused? What is the cause for force? Observe the given figure. A man is standing behind a stationary car. Will the car move due to his presence? No, it does not move. The man has to push the car to make it move. So, there should be an interaction between two objects for the existence of force. An interaction of one object with another object results in a force between two objects. If there is an interaction between two objects, it results in a force. Observe these figures. In the first figure, interaction between two girls. The girls push each other. Second figure, two girls are pulling each other. Third, there is an interaction in the form of pull. Boy is also pulling, the cow is also pulling. From these examples, it is clear that for the existence of force, there should be an interaction between two objects. Observe these figures. In the first figure, there is a heavy object. Try to push it by yourself. Can you move? No, you cannot because it is a heavy object. Observe second figure. Ask one of your friends to help you in pushing the box or the load. Now, is it possible to push the box or load in the same direction? Now, it is easier to move because the strength of the force is more. Observe the third figure. In the third figure, two friends are pushing the box in opposite direction. Will it move? Movement depends on the strength of their force. Observe the fourth figure. Game of tug of war. Members of both the teams try to pull the rope in their direction. Which team may win the game? In this game, the team which applies a larger force finally wins the game. When two teams pull equally hard, the rope does not move in any direction. So, we learn that a force could be larger or smaller than the other or equal to each other. The strength of a force is usually expressed by its magnitude. Students, refer your textbook page number 80. Underline this sentence. The strength of a force is usually expressed by its magnitude. Students, I told you to conduct some activities. Those who have not conducted, please conduct the activities to understand it better. Let us learn the effects of force. A force can make an object move from rest. Observe the figure. What do you do to make a ball move? You are applying force or push. Force in the form of push. Second effect, a force can change the speed of an object. Observe the figure. To move a tire faster, it has to be pushed repeatedly. By applying force, the speed of an object can be increased. Third effect, a force can change the direction of motion of an object. A force can change the direction of motion of an object. Observe the figure. Batsman is changing the direction of the ball in order to get a sixer. A force may bring a change in the shape of an object. Observe the figure, molding wheat flour to prepare chapati. A force can bring a moving object to rest. A goalkeeper, by applying the force, stops the ball. Fielder stops a ball hit by a batsman. Let us see the effects of force. A force can change the direction of motion of an object, or a force can change the speed of an object. A force can make an object move from rest. A force can bring a moving object to rest. A force can change the shape of an object. Students, write these effects in your notebook. Now, let us see the type of forces. 1. Contact force. Again, under contact force, there are two types: muscular force and frictional force. Non-contact force, there are three types: magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force. Now, what are contact forces? What is a contact force? The force exerted between two objects when they are in contact with each other is called contact force. When two objects are in contact with each other, the force exerted between them is called contact force. The contact is with the help of a stick or a piece of rope, or contact between two objects. Muscular force is an example for contact force. What is muscular force? The force exerted due to the action of muscles is called muscular force. The force exerted due to the action of muscles is called muscular force. Students, refer your textbook, page number 84. Underline these words. In this muscular force, in this example, the contact is with the help of a stick or with the piece of a rope. Second example is frictional force. The force of opposition to the motion of an object is called frictional force. The force of opposition to the motion of an object is called frictional force. Example: a ball rolling on ground gradually slows down and comes to rest due to frictional force. If you push a ball which is at rest, it moves to a certain distance and slows down because the strength of the force, magnitude of the force applied on it decreases. The surface of the ground exerts an force on the ball. The force exerted by the surface is called friction. When the frictional force increases, the ball comes to rest. Next example to friction. If we stop pedaling a bicycle, gradually slows down and comes to a stop due to friction. Page number 85. Underline these words, last paragraph. The force of friction always acts on all the moving objects, and its direction is always opposite to the direction of motion. The direction of frictional force is opposite to the direction of motion.